Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you are doing well and I hope you're having a wonderful week. I can't believe how many days have passed, but so many days are passing and they're passing quickly. I'm popping on right now to pull us a roomy message, a message for the collective at this time. What's going on between divine masculine and divine feminine energies at this time? What is the story? What's going on in the love story? The never-ending story of divine masculine and divine feminine. Thank you, Rumi. So we have a message for the collective this evening regarding the current energies. Okay. So we have from nothing to everything. Okay. So we have card 16. From nothing to everything. The card 25 at the bottom of the deck. Beyond the threshold of fear. A huge transformation is taking place at this time. Divine masculine is beginning to see beyond the fear. There's light there in the distance. That light is shining. Divine feminine, are you helping to guide your divine masculine through fear? There is indeed a way forward. Divine feminine, are you helping your divine masculine to see that way forward? Perhaps your divine masculine has been in this low state, a state of depression, anxiety, or fear, feeling unworthy, of feeling like he didn't have enough, of perhaps feeling as though he had nothing at all to offer. A huge shift, whirlwinds of transformation is taking place right now. From nothing to everything, beyond the threshold of fear. This is our reading this evening. Let's take a look at the top of the deck while we are here. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. See a lot of this passion in the ethers right now. So are you connecting in the 5D realm? Exchanging passionately. This union. Burning flames. Something's relit your divine masculine's fire. So the middle of the deck, we have the dissolving light. Here's your light, divine feminine. the light that is shining brightly to help guide Divine Masculine through, to help Divine Masculine see beyond this threshold of fear, so that he is able to move beyond, to move forward from nothing to everything. Beginning to see much more clearly now. This is our message. So don't forget to like and subscribe, because I truly do appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. I am indeed here delivering this message for you. For you are part of this collective. So thank you for being here. From nothing to everything. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back, like a bar behind the door. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are, at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not. Your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your very essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my blazing angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you, with the starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee, and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine. destiny. How I celebrate for you. After so long away from home, you are finally returning. Beyond the threshold of fear, you dispense with your doubts, hesitations, cautions, and tentativeness. They are old friends with whom you no longer have anything in common. Goodbye, old friends, I wish you well, you say, whilst turning your face to the burgeoning light of a new and yet ancient world. You are visiting as though for the first time, and yet somehow also remember deep in your sacred heart. Finally, we can sit together in the charming courtyard at home. We shall tell our tales of adventure and laugh, and we'll dance and sing, especially, eventually. Day shall pass into night, and we'll gaze beneath our feet, our mouths gaping open in awe, and minds utterly blank, rendered dumb in sweet submission to beauty, as we watch the world spinning on her axis. You shall meet again, and it shall indeed feel like the very first time, that very first encounter, when your eyes meet and you feel this whole entire shudder energy, spark of recognition, and you will indeed meet once more, forevermore. There are moments on the path of love that seem to focus on letting go of identities, of knowledge and certainty, of opinion and even attempts at control. We may feel as though we are being stripped back to our core, and even then, perhaps further still. We may wonder if we can bear it. What shall, if at all, remain intact through these rigors? We may feel challenged every time we attempt to become something great, as though we are blocked by circumstances beyond our control. Again and again, it is as though a greater hand smacks our wrist the moment we try to take hold of something firmly, someone, anything that brings us certainty or inner stability. So many times you've been torn apart. You've separated through fear. Such are the rigors at an advanced stage on the path. We meet this challenge when our soul is ready for it. Why must it be thus? This is a sage question indeed. When we are asked to dispense with our story, the interpretations we have given to our life experiences over the years, we may not hear the request at first. We may vaguely note it, but not recognize the great divine source asking this of us, and so we do not give such an inclination due accord. We may persist with spinning our own tales instead. Oh, our mind may fancy itself to be a great wrangler of the word, impressed with its own judgments and declarations. Yet, in the light of comparison with the divine tale of our soul, all our fancies shall pass away, revealed as so very frail, like clouds dissipating in the sky. Perhaps we are graced with the realization there is so much more. Or perhaps we still don't get the hint and move into struggle as we try to enact what we think our story should be. We may hit obstacle after obstacle and create even more terror in our storytelling, that life is such pain, a struggle, that success may not be for us, that we are forgotten and unheard. Yet we could equally choose to wonder if obstacle after obstacle, closed door after closed door, is just a prompt to look for the open window to climb through. And if so, instead of seeking to impose our small story upon the great truth, we can live the truth of our divine destiny. Then something magical happens. We participate through presence along with the unfolding story of our soul journey. We open up to whatever is asked of us, presented to us, happening through us, as if we choose each day to come alive as much as we can. Then, as if by magic, there is something else that occurs. That would be grace, rich, real, dripping with goodness and sustenance. Grace. This is the sacred blessing that enables us to pay attention to opening doors rather than closing ones. The divine assistance that lets us know our life is proceeding according to a greater intelligence and plan. Once we stop thinking quite so much and live day to day, we will be blessed with the realization that our individual life story is so much more extraordinary and perfect than anything we could have summoned, even with our wildest imagination. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. You are being asked to let go to receive, to become empty, to be filled. This may mean letting go of attachment to a lover so you can receive genuine love. It may be of no longer holding on to a fantasy of your dream job, but of being guided into your most soulful and successful vocation. It may mean letting go of wishes for your body or health to be other than it is, so you can simply get on with living each day, taking steps into wellness without thinking beyond one day at a time. It is the divine paradox that when we are asked to surrender a story or fantasy, it is because reality is knocking on our door, more often than not, with the delivery of what we have been fantasizing about, but in the best way for us. The human experience of this paradox is that you may feel you are giving up hope, that your fantasy is dying. It may be very painful and bring you much grief. But all that is dying is your attachment and opinion about how it must be. This needs to happen so you can stop dreaming and start living it. This is what is happening for you now. Do not fear any part of your process. Embrace it without expectation, with trust in your heart that the divine is simply guiding you from fantasy into fulfillment. beyond the threshold of fear. After so long, you are changing your relationship to fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconsciously sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken and delight in the light and sound of your divine being. Push and pull, one step forward and half step back. So it has been for so long, and you have endured. Yes, you are winning the race, brave one, and fear is left to fizzle out. It was always a far less beautiful firework than your passionate conviction for love, anyway. Better to let that dazzling firework come to light instead. Much more satisfying. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. You are drinking the sacred waters to replenish you from your journey. The cups are pushed into your hands by encouraging angels as you approach that blessed sash marking the finish line. Your body and soul are on this journey together, and now they are ready for victory. And yes, to test, to rest, and recover from the effort, from all the tests. Rest now before a new adventure begins, from a completely different state of being. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear, whether it seemed to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances that held you back from taking the steps you are now taking, or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain, and exciting. Your mind might not have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving a loving, tender, reassuring, and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now rather different. You are the witness, not the victim. Your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. You don't collapse under its weight. In fact, it is becoming less and less substantial for you. When it is there, it seems less convincing than what it once appeared to be. Compelling, still at times, perhaps, but not anywhere near as powerful as it once was. That power has been claimed now by your heart instead. So give your mind the memo. Get used to the new way and take steps. Test your legs. You'll find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Test your wings. Trust is one. Daring is the other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight and ready to learn to ride the currents, purpose-built for soaring to great heights. Trust in your vision. Without the murky filter of fear, it is sharp and clear. You can see what is meant for you, what is true for you, what is beckoning you forward now. Take the running leap. There is no darkness and light for you anymore, just life, living, free and clear, I'll be running and flying beside you. We'll soar and dive and rise together indeed. Let's play. It's time to play. So that is indeed our Rumi message this evening. So I hope you have enjoyed tonight's message. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Much love.